Today I had the pleasure to speak with Mervi. She's originally from Finland. She moved to the United States in the 1960s. Today we're going to be talking to her about belonging and how she found community here in the United States and what the differences were from her background to the American background.
Action camera.
Camera! So Mervi, where are you originally from?
Helsinki, Finland.
Oh, very nice. And what was the biggest difference in culture you first noticed once you moved here?
There was no biggest, everything was a culture shock. Everything was a culture shock.
Yes.
It took me a long time, and I'm still not quite acclimatized. And I think I never will, because it was such a big, huge difference.
So things like food and dress.
The way people acted, the way people, the food over here, the way that people were interacting with each other, the way that the mind doesn't work the same way, because I'm not saying in a derogatory way, but every culture has their way of how they think about things.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I had to get used to that one. Now, of course, I didn't know all the English words at the time, even I was fluent being in college, but that made a big difference. I had to go to a dictionary quite often.
Absolutely. And do you feel that because the language was different and there was a barrier, maybe people didn't see you as intellectual as them because you had a hard time speaking, even though you
and
were
they didn't
super
always
educated?
understand my way of thinking or where I was coming from, so to speak.
Yes. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, what group of people or who made you feel a sense of belonging after moving here?
Belonging? I can't really specify that. I would guess I was just getting used to it. And then when I started doing my career, I was able to go to different countries and keep both cultures.
And your career was being a flight attendant?
I was an international person for 2 airlines. One, the defunct Eastern Airlines, which was one of the best airlines in the country at the time. And then I was there with a long time, and then later on American Airlines. So that makes it several centuries.
I mean, that one's still going strong, isn't it? Very nice. So you got to go back home, it sounds like, once in a while. So that's really nice.
If I wanted to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but always, I would always, we could always go and hop on a plane, and it was so easy that way.
Well, that's really nice.
Yeah.
What a privilege that is.
It is a great privilege.
Very
nice.
So you would say that your coworkers and such became friends and created a sense of belonging?
And I have friends, co-workers from so many different cultures,
right.
Many cultures, many languages. So that was really, really wonderful.
Very nice. So the profusion of cultures kind of glued you all together.
Yeah.
Created similarities.
Yeah.
We have all similar backgrounds.
Yeah, and we bonded in certain ways with certain people because of the cultural things and the languages. You might have a different language that we both spoke, which made it very easy.
Very cool. Very nice. Thanks for sharing that. Next question. Who today makes you feel like you belong?
Actually, I have to say this, and I don't want to be negative, but I don't have anybody right now who would make me belong, and I don't think I ever really did.
Oh.
That was the whole thing, because I had discussions about this with several friends of mine, and I said, I don't think I ever really totally belonged.
Yeah.
And I think it was because one of the reasons was that I really wanted to move back. And then my plans didn't work, so I didn't move back. So I never really was 100%. And because of my job, I think, I would say that almost hindered it, because I wasn't here all the time.
Okay.
I was spending more of my time in my work trips.
Absolutely. So you think
So this was just R&R, being in my house, doing my garden work because I loved gardening. So that's what I was here for, mainly, and my animals. But I really never, ever 100% belonged, and I still don't think that I do.
That's understandable. I think we can all relate to that. I have things, and we'll talk more in private about that, where I have things where I will feel like I never belong to a
Right.
certain to the grand community. I
Exactly.
don't know how to say that, just
Exactly.
because of we
Yeah.
are different, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
We'll get back to that in private because, yeah, that's a huge issue. Um, okay, what is a hardship in community you see today versus the past?
Huge negativity, I think, because of it seems like things are falling apart. They're not being taken care of, especially the community, which is a wonderful place to live, where I'm living here. In my neighborhood, it's a wonderful place to stay, but it's because everything is dilapidating. When I came here, everything was being kept clean, organized, everything was taken care of, and now it's not. It's just falling apart. I see so much that I never thought I would see, ever. How things are deteriorating in your eyes practically every year.
Absolutely.
And it scares me in a way.
So,
Where are things going?
so just everything from cleanliness to,
Yes.
you did mention we both really enjoy fashion and the
Yeah.
history of fashion
Yeah.
in art.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen it in a downgrading pattern in fashion?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. And I hate to say this, but in those days, people, and if you watch movies from 1960s, for instance,
No, of course.
which is the things were here the same thing as they were on the other side of the ocean. Now everybody looks like they just crawl from under a rock.
Yeah.
People don't take pride in their appearance.
And do you think that taking pride in appearance also creates a healthier community?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes. I can definitely agree to
But
that.
it's sometimes scary when you think about, the people that are everywhere, but there's so much drug abuse, drug use, and scary people I was mugged last year
Oh yeah, we talked
in
about
my
that.
own neighborhood in the middle of the day. Unheard of. We used to be able to leave your door open and go to your neighbor.
And that creates that is uncommunity. That creates
right.
a huge fear. That creates a fear
creates
of
a
being
fear.
going out into community.
Yes.
So that is definitely a difficulty that we don't see, or that we do see nowadays that we didn't see in the past so much.
Would never ever even think about it. Never.
Well, this is our last question. What are your plans for the future?
I really don't know.
No?
I'm hoping for the best. I would like to go back to my own country, but I don't think it's going to work for many, many reasons that I don't even want to mention. But it's just practicalities and things like that, I would like to be there, but on the other hand, because I haven't lived there, as a person who lives there daily, it would be like being a tourist in your own country.
Oh yeah.
Because of the fact that my friends, most of them have already died, or maimed, are in hospitals. Most of them have died actually, and all my family's gone. So you would not have the support you would have otherwise. That I would have had it 10 years ago if I'd been able to go. That was my plan, but that didn't work. So that's why I'm here. But I'm saying I'm trying to make the best of it and enjoy every day I can, and having found new friends and people that I can talk to and are just lovely. So,
Well, I'm really glad that I met you because
so am
I can't wait to have lunch with you and maybe have a glass of wine. I live right there,
I.
so
Yeah, that would be lovely. That'd be lovely.
absolutely.
I'm so happy I met you because I really liked you right away.
Thank you. And so we definitely have that in the future.
Yes, there we go.
Well, thank
So
you for
enjoy. Doesn't have to be any earth-shattering and incredibly wonderful. Just enjoy small things.
Okay, and that is a good place to end this conversation because that is so uplifting and that makes my whole day. And anybody watching this, I think, will see that no matter what hardships we go through, there are always people that make your day.
Always.
And
always.
you've made mine.
And it's been proven almost every week, several times. So that's true.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So, we're back. We did further discuss a few things in communication. And we had a big discussion on the barrier of languages. So, what were you saying about the Germanic languages? Of course, Swedish and Finnish and Norwegian are also
Yeah.
Germanic kind of backgrounds.
Yeah.
Finnish is a different type of language, but it's close to German, and people thinking, what did you say, that you're cold and
Yeah, and also the culture is very similar.
yes.
Now we learn many languages in school, so I have languages that I speak. So German has always been one of them, and because the culture, we are brought up to say what we think.
Mm-hmm.
We don't fuss about things, and nobody takes offense if you say what you think.
Mm-hmm.
Or what your opinion is. You don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or insult anybody's opinions.
Absolutely.
But you get misunderstood a lot because that doesn't happen in other countries. They don't understand is that when you say something, that's what it is.
Here in America.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I've been misunderstood so many times I can't even count. And people think you're rude, but you say something what you feel like, and it's not meant to hurt anybody. So that's been a big, big thing.
Absolutely. I think here in the United States, just North America in general, well, at least
Very
Canada and United States, people we're very
very
performative.
sensitive.
Performative and sensitive,
yeah,
you're right.
very. I thought always oversensitive sometimes, but because that's not my culture, that's how I think. But it's a different culture, so that's why you have to think about that.
Absolutely. And you've been so welcoming and inviting to me, my husband. Thank you. We have a lot. Like we said, next year's going to be great, and thank you for being my friend, because I'm going to invite you to a couple things that I haven't planned.
Oh, you're lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.